here is very cool. I mean, if, like you were saying, these are people that have died at certain soul levels or whatever, and you can actually fight their character, that's pretty neat, even though it's not actually
From what
them.
I can gather, that's what I think I can, what I can kind of pull together.
Oh, I see.
So far. I mean, obviously it's just the beta, so some of it's a little open-ended. They haven't fully explained that piece,
Sure.
but it's pretty cool. Oh, you can't lunge attack, by the way. So if you want to drop down on guys and do an attack, you do a lot of damage.
Oh, that wasn't it. That's right. It's not R1. It's not R1, guys. Ooh.
No, it's not.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, this game, I kind of feel fragile in a way where, like, you do some, okay damage, and if you're, moving around and getting good attacks, you can kill guys,
Sure.
okay, but you get punished quick if you mess up, and as you can tell, like, a couple hits and you're back down to, like, nothing.
Yep.
Which is kind of crazy. It's fun, though.
Yes!
Oh.
I was excited for that to happen.
Deal. So, like, the Demon Souls games, this will take you back to the original shrine, and you got to make your way back to that point to get your essence back, which is crazy. So,
man.
dude, it's totally Souls, right?
Yeah, it really
right?
is.
So at this point, you don't have any money because your money's back where your essence is. So, where you'd want to level up right now, you can't.
So, receive Kodama Blessing. That wasn't in here before.
No, so that's the Kodamas, the little guys that you find, and that does take money.
I see. It takes 500
to transfer over.
Or takes 100 gold.
Yep.
Interesting.
Which isn't a lot.
Now
it's kind of.
Did you say that's what you did? You got some pretty nice drops from it?
Yeah, from the armor one. I kept that on at first. And it really just depends on what you want to go for. And it's kind of the cool thing about the game is you have the ability to be like, man, I really don't have a strong weapon, so I'm going to maybe, equip those guys up to find a better weapon for myself. Same thing for armor. And I've kind of gotten to the point now where I'm at the boss, and so I have, some good stuff, enough to, definitely do damage and kill him. But I need to, get more health because I don't have enough health to withstand the boss fight. So I equipped it kind of a health blessing character. So as I'm running around killing enemies, I can get more elixirs to get myself ready for the fight.
Sure, that makes sense.
You find yourself kind of switching back and forth between those quite a bit. At least I did.
Yeah, that's awesome. So I noticed I did a running attack right there.
Yeah, that's running attacks is something you can do. You can do some good quick damage with that, but you got to be a little careful too because you can get caught off guard pretty quick.
Sure.
So, because obviously that running attack, it takes stamina running over to it, and obviously with your running swing, it takes a little bit of chunk. So you can find yourself in trouble quick if you miss.
Right. Makes sense.
Or hit an enemy that's a little burlier than you expected him to be.
Okay, let's try this again. So we need to hit square, not R1.
Square. Yep.
Oh!
Yeah, it's super cool. So, see, so that aspect with him lowers, but, I guess you're in high stance, so you can do some good damage to him. But if you were mid stance and he was on the ground, it'd be a lot harder to hit him.
I gotcha. So, health. Do I have health items?
Yes, so press up on the D-pad, because that's hard piece.
Okay, so that was my health, is up on the D-pad.
Yeah, and it does take a second to actually kind of take, just like the Estus Flask in Dark Souls. It's not like an immediate, so you kind of have to time, when you use that too, which is super awesome. This game, dude, the game of Dark Souls is just samurais.
Yeah. Awesome. Samurai Souls.
Yes, Samurai Souls. That should be the new nickname. Get it?
So now when I'm swinging at this guy and my stamina is down, I should be hitting R1 when I'm glowing, correct?
Yeah, you can definitely hit R1 to get some back.
Get some of that
get that back up. Yeah. And remember blocking as well. So if you hold that L1, you can block as well.
True.
Which helps,
I've
takes
never been much
advantage.
of a blocker.
I
in
know.
Souls
For me,
game.
I use it a lot because I'm a big sword and shield guy in Dark Souls, and so it's kind of one of those like I'll wait for them to attack first,
Mm-hmm.
and then I can read the counter attack, and that's kind of my playing style. It worked pretty well and progressed me to the point where I'm at now. But man, there's some parts that you're gonna come up on that is like they're rough, man.
Yeah.
Super super fun, but brutal. Oh,
Oh, that's not good.
Megalodon!
Megalodon!
Oh man, you're a little over halfway there. You're about to Megalodon it up.
There we go. There we go. Get those goodies. Get those goodies. I see that one. This guy here. This guy.
Get your vengeance on this guy. Oh, heal up, buddy.
Alright. Alright, here it comes. Nope. That wasn't it.
The enemies are a lot more intelligent in this than Dark Souls do. They do a lot of back rolling, sidestepping, like
Yeah,
the combat is a little more fast paced, which is cool. Even though like Dark Souls 3 really up to speed, but I like it. It's got a good feel. I mean, it's definitely not a hack and slash just because you get yourself in trouble real quick just mashing X or square,
Sure.
But it's a good feel, man. They did a good job. My hat's tipped off to them on this one.
Okay.
So
first,
actually, you can get into that next part over to those scrolls. It's kind of cool after you equip your new armor.
Yeah, let's check this out. So we've got us some Pantalones.
Put those things on.
Let's equip them. Let's put it on. There we go. I need that protection over the crotch. And then looks like everything else is gonna be pretty similar. Or identical, I should say. Alright. So, learn skills. Tell us a little bit about this.
So as you progress and start to get your skill points up a little higher, so right now you see you have 2. You can actually equip these scrolls, and so if you actually move your cursor over to the scroll that's bound up to the right, it'll give you kind of an overview of what that'll do for you. So on your bottom right little column there, it'll let you know what you can do when you learn that scroll. And so this helps with more combat skills that you can learn, whether it be like a spinning attack or ground pound or give you more life or things like that.
Sure. These
scrolls are super helpful. But you kind of have to pick the tree that you want to go down. So on that top bar, you can see there's like katanas, dual swords. There's one in there for axes. Some in there for actual like ninja skill and magic. So as you're leveling your character up, you want to level up these kind of accordingly as well.
Sure. I was gonna say now, were I to use this one just on the single katana, I would use one skill point that I would not be able to then use later on a dual katana skill tree per se.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Good to know.
At some point you'll want to upgrade everything, right?
Sure.
One thing to note though, so if you go back to that skill tree.
Okay.
And this is something that I learned too. So the third scroll in there, because I got a few points where I was leveling up. Once you upgrade that one, there's actually like 3 different versions of that scroll that you can then unlock. So it's like higher tier values of that actual final scroll.
Okay.
And so if it's a skill that you really like, you actually can get a little bit stronger in that third scroll. But it does take a lot more of your skill points, where like the first one's 1, the next one maybe 2, and the next maybe 3, and as you start to do those scrolls, they go up to like 4, 5, 6. So they can eat up quite a bit and pretty fast. So you have to again be really strategic on how you're leveling your character.
Right.
At the shrine, also with what you're learning skill wise.
Okay. Very cool. Let's leave that for the moment. Exploration. Get our bearings. I'd like to see where I get the dual blades at.
So here you go. So here's questions, right? You can go right
Yeah.
into the camp, or you can go left up into kind of the hills, and so this is where that like Dark Souls style map comes into play,
That's pretty cool.
where everything rolls into itself, right? When you
Right.
explore everything,
Right,
but
yeah, you're
you
eventually
have
gonna get
options.
there.
Yep, and there's portions of it where you don't have to explore to get further into the level. So also like Dark Souls,
Hmm.
if you want to turn every stone and really kind of find some cool items, you really want to explore all of it. And I
Sure.
found a lot of hidden stuff within this portion of the level in the beta. I scoured as much as I could.
Yeah.
I've put probably a good 4 hours into this beta so far, and it's awesome. It's super fun.
Well, my thoughts as far as left or right. To the left, we know we have a ladder that someone pulled up that we could probably go and kick down.
That's very true. It's very observant, my friend.
And we have someone in front of us. Let's. Oh! And there's more than one
Uh-oh.
guy.
Uh-oh.
It's alright. Let's take him out. Oh! His attack was
So,
faster
as
than
you
mine.
as you can see, man, it's punishing. Like, this
It's
game
very
is
punishing.
not easy. It's not forgiving. But that's what makes these types of games so awesome, because when you actually progress and make it to that next portion where it might be up the next hill, and you get the next shiny, things are super cool, and it's rewarding. And the cool thing about this game, though, once you find an item and you actually take everything that's there, it doesn't respawn. So,
Okay.
like Dark Souls, there's set items in the world. There's also chests that you can open they're done once you open them. The chests are random, at least from what I can find, based off what you're doing, because I found a mix and myriad of stuff. Like, some of the items that you're finding right now, weapon-wise and armor-wise, I didn't find when I played it. I was getting
Interesting.
some different types of stuff,
Well,
which
that's
is
good
really
to know.
cool.
I actually
Yep.
prefer that, having that experience that it's not going to be the same for everybody. Which
Yeah, which is cool, because you get to the point of like playing when you can do like PvP and summon with each other. I'm hoping to actually have like true PvP in this, but we'll find out.
right,
But the actual co-op experience is kind of nice to have your own style and feel, and you're not running the same exact sword. You know what I mean? And which is, I mean, it's
sure,
fun. Like
exactly.
playing co-op together is great, but it is nice to kind of bring an element and fighting style that's maybe different from your like cooperator.
Right.
That really makes you that much more stronger as you're playing, which is cool.
All right. So
Yeah, I'm already like dreaming of tactics with you, dude. As we play this thing together, like I'll pull out my bow and do some long range attacks to draw them in. We can do some flank maneuvers. Move a guy
dude,
up to a hill so you can do a plunge attack.
I'm excited to do some co-op playing.
Dude, it's gonna be good. I'm so excited. I just need your help for the boss, dude. That thing is beast. Oh, I got
he?
him like a little past half. He like changed to a second form, and
Oh,
I
that's
just didn't
cool.
have enough health items on me, and he revived me. It probably doesn't help that I run kind of a heavier weapon too, so my stamina depletes really fast, and so if you get caught off guard, he just kills you. But
Ooh, so we just got an axe. It looks like.
ah,
Ah.
dude,
Ooh,
I'm
now
actually a
that
fan
does
of the axes, dude.
that does some damage. Let's give it a try. Let's give that a try.
But you'll notice it's completely different fighting style. So if you start to swing that bad boy,
Ooh,
it's just a
that's
lot
big
different.
attack.
So it's a little slower, good sweeping attacks. It does good damage, but you can't be as like super fast paced, like
Sure.
as maybe short sword or dual sword.
Oh man,
I
that
really,
is really cool.
like axes though.
Dude.
Yeah, this is when I got the axe. This actually helped me out
dig
quite a
that.
bit, and progressed me kind of to the point where I'm at now.
Sure.
This katanas are really cool, but this is more my playing style anyways. So when
Yes.
I got one, I was like, yeah, so epic.
Yeah, you've definitely been more of the strength build in all of our playthroughs.
It's very true. I love it. It's funny too because we laugh about that because both Danny and I are completely opposite, like in real life, than our actual characters that we build and play. So
This is
in real
true.
life, Danny would be the tank. I mean, he's just a awesome dude, but big burly guy, and I'm just skinny guy. I'm a little dude.
You're more the
So,
dex build, I'm more the strength build.
yeah, but we all got a dream sometimes.
Yep.
So if I can do it within a video game, I'm in.
Okay, so I honestly do not know where I'm at this point. I got some
Which is
sacred
great.
waters, which is pretty dank. Just gonna say.
I love sacred water. But okay, that right there is super cool because
Oh,
it's big
there
enough.
you go.
It's big enough to explore and feel like you're progressing and doing certain key items,
Yeah.
but it's not so huge that you're having to pick flowers or doing any of that kind of stuff. I love Skyrim, don't get me wrong, but it's a little big.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Skyrim's great, but for me, it's just too in depth. I mean, with my personal life, I've got a lot on my plate as far as work goes, and then trying to make these videos, this YouTube channel happen. So
Sure.
a game like Skyrim is just
Yep.
gonna be too big for me.
Dude, I'll probably still buy it when it comes out for PS.
Now, since we've successfully retrieved Megalodon every time,
Yes.
we've got us
Yes.
some Amarita.
Okay.
It sounds like something I
So
should be
no.
drinking, or a girl I should be
I know, right?
dating.
Heyo.
Heyo. And
So notice.
not to
all the
say
playing that you
that
just did.
I'm looking to date anyone else. So when my girlfriend hears that, don't take it that way.
So all the guys you're killing, the times you died, picked up your souls back, progressed,
Yeah.
you did your thing. You're at what, 20? What is that? 28?
26, 23.
26, 23. So again, I'm level 10, and it takes 4,500 for me to level up once.
Okay, so that gives it a little perspective.
Yeah. So it's definitely a lot more far and few between that you get your levels. So back to what I was saying previous, I mean, you really have to be game planned on what you want to do with your character before you actually build them. It'll really help you progress and have an easier gameplay rather than just be, hey, this looks like a cool stat, let me throw something in, because then you're kind of screwed later down the road when you're fighting the big beast and you're like, dude, I can't kill this thing.
Sure.
Unless you got buddies that hop in with you to help to take them out. But so keep that in mind. At least from what I've gathered in my experience playing this game, it's super crucial to kind of have a game plan in mind.
So, what I'll probably be doing is going dual swords. I mean, you know me, that's straight up my play style. So,
Yes, sir.
what I'm thinking, I'll put a point in body and a point in heart.
Yes, which is your stamina.
Okay.
Yeah, because the actual stamina skill does equip load, and I believe life as well. I don't know, go over that stat.
Affects key, weapons affected, swords and bow. Body affects life and resistance to poison and paralysis.
Go to stamina real quick.
Affects life and how much weight you can carry.
Yeah, so
Okay. So
effective, because obviously as you start to play more, and with you having an axe, that's also a good stat, but body and heart will probably be pretty effective for you, just because you can have more of a bar of stamina to be able to attack more.
Okay. Strength, heavier weapons and armor.
And damage, yeah, so you can see on the right side stats now, like it shows your effects of your actual life and your attack values and all that are going up, which is good. So, I mean, it's self-explanatory. It's not like there's a lot of hidden stats where you're like, okay, I'm not really sure what this does for me.
Right.
I think the Dark Souls goes a little more in depth as far as their leveling up system, just because there's so many stats, and certain effects that you upgrade affect a lot, whether it be like poise or agility or dexterity, strength, health, all that stuff. So
now,
but this is definitely enough to bite off and swallow. It's just something to get used to.
Now I know I don't have them yet, but I really want to put a point towards dual swords. I have a feeling it's coming up soon.
You'll get it. I've gotten a few of them, which, funny enough, I actually haven't tried. I fell in love with the axe so much that I've just been rolling with that.
We're putting one towards dual swords, just to be ready for when it happens. All right, there we go. That's it.
Done deal. Oh, one thing to also notice, when you sit down to pray, just like the bonfire, all the enemies respawn.
Good to know. Alright, so everybody's
But
going to be
lucky for
back up top.
You have a shortcut now, so you can
Exactly,
get
so
back
now...
to the point of where you were. See, progression, man. Progression.
We got some progress, boys.
Yeah, man.
Oh, look at that. We can go up and down fast with X. Look at that. Look at that. My favorite.
Ninja speed.
Ninja
I
speed.
actually kind of do like when you just when you descend down the ladder, you kind of do like a little like backflip.
Yeah,
over
that
the
little
edge. It's
flip
kinda awesome.
over the edge. Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
So here's one of these guys.
Okay, so see how he just changed stance on you?
Right.
Oh, did you get down? Yeah, they get crazy. So those guys, when they get down on all fours, can actually jump on you and like start to like puke crap on you and
man.
eat you. It's
Okay.
crazy.
Okay.
They're creepy.
Good to know. Good to know. Mouse. Oh wow. Okay, so we've got a couple of them here. There we go.
Nice, sir.
Now, are they going to keep coming unless I time that correctly?
No.
Okay.
No. That was just a dojo tutorial thing.
Okay. Antidote. Kabuto Brawler. So we got us a new headpiece. Although I hear some growling. Oh! What's up, buddy? Oh, shoot.
Yeah, so now you got two crawling out there. They're spicy, man. These are crazy.
Retreat! There we go. There we go. Alright.
Doesn't the axe feel good, though? Like, I
The
really
axe
like
does
the axe
actually
quite a
feel very good. It really does.
bit.
Alright, let's check out our new helmet. Oh. Yes.
Yeah!
Yes. We are samurai.
So cool.
I like it. Okay. I feel like we're making some progress, Chad.
Yeah, dude.
Feel like we're
Getting a
making
little
some
more armored
progress.
Up, looking dope.
And guys,
Awesome.
I'm just gonna throw this out there. Cookies and Cash. Check it out. Podcast with Chad, aka Godsend87, and Sully the Great One.
I appreciate that throughout, man. That's awesome. Yeah, we just started that too. It's been kind of a nice little podcast. Just talking about the kind of, video games, stuff we love, what's trending, what's not, what's hot, what's not. Getting a little inappropriate here and there. But yeah, no, we would love the support. Obviously, Heaven's Rejects, Danny's awesome. We just kind of doing this, little groups throughout with each other and just trying to grow this thing, man. It's been a lot of fun. So, just a good group of guys that love gaming and, being chill.
Yeah, no, you guys now have, is it 2 podcasts out?
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
You guys just started a couple weeks
obviously,
ago.
Just started a couple weeks ago. I had to take a couple weeks off. I, just moved to the East Coast, so I had to go get my family and stuff from the West Coast out here. So I was a little bit off on that end, but we both got a bunch of stuff in the works, and we're gonna be posting stuff soon, which would be a lot of fun. So keep an eye out for that. And obviously, Danny's been, posting videos like a boss and doing some really cool things. Oh!
Just got nailed. Yeah,
Dang.
yeah. You guys go check them out. Cookies and Cash.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Dude, isn't this game sick, though?
This game is a lot of fun. So
Tell me it's not Demon Souls. Like, straight up.
there is a lot of similarities, dude. There is so many similarities, and it's so funny seeing it in just this samurai style.
Yeah, it's different. Like, it's enough to keep. I mean, obviously, they can make a billion Dark Souls and I would buy them all. They're phenomenal. That whole series is just amazing. But it's cool to kind of get a little, like, kind of, I guess, reskin or, just a different boot of it. We saw that with Bloodborne, and that was kind of the same similar style where you didn't have shield or any of that. It was just straight, hand-to-hand combat. They had some magic in there towards the end as well, but It's just a great formula. You know what I mean? It's something that works well. It's one of my favorite series,
Yeah.
and I'm really amped about this game. It's again something I never really knew about other than just the beta of it,
Mm-hmm.
and it was not on my radar at all. Something I wasn't gonna pick up just because there's so many games coming out. But at this point, I'm definitely
Right.
gonna buy this game. It's good. It's fun.
So, as you can see right there with that guy, spacing in this game, just like Dark Souls, spacing is so key, you guys.
Yep.
You know, timing it, his swing missed, mine connected. So I do like that. Hey, buddy.
Look at that guy. He's trying to do a little ambush
Yeah,
on
I
you.
see that. Yeah, we'll just take that head off.
Man.
Oh, shit! Oh, no, get out of there! Alright, I see you. I see you.
There you go.
Axe versus axe. There we go. There we go.
Uh-oh.
I can see why you like the axe.
Yeah, dude, it's good. It's cool too because when you I've unlocked a few of the scrolls for it, and the spinning attack's super useful, and then kind of the big ground pound part of it's really cool too. Although it does take some timing because you have to hold the button down for it to like kind of build up enough energy to release. And so if you're in like a faster paced enemy style, definitely not something to do.
Yeah.
But if you are kind of like baiting people into you, if you
Right.
time it right, it can be pretty useful.
So you can use the environment to your advantage. Like you just saw, I
Yes,
heard
sir.
like a little wussy behind the tree. But it was effective. Ooh, we got a
all good, man.
bow.
Hey!
We got
Why don't you
us a
check this out? It's
bow.
actually really cool. So
Alright.
equip that bad boy up. It's really cool.
Ranged weapon. Yumi longbow. Now, do I also need to
okay,
equip
so-
arrows? Or does it
No,
automatically?
you don't.
Okay, so that's different from
Yeah,
Soul.
so it does. So hold R2, I believe? Yes.
Oh.
So now as you can see the icons, so triangle will be your harder hitting arrow, which is its own special ammunition.
Okay.
And then square is going to be, again, another set of just like your normal arrows. Critical hits do matter, so like headshots or like the weak points without armor do take more damage. And I've actually, to the point that I'm at, actually got a flintlock, like an actual rifle, and you can one-shot guys in the head, which is really cool. Yeah, right?
Wow.
So bows can
That
be
was
super
impressive.
useful and also super cool because you can, obviously bait people out of a situation. So if it's like a bunch of
Right.
people sitting around a bonfire, there's like
Right.
6 of them, they're
Kinda like
obviously
I
going to
just-
lose that fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly what you just did. So it's a super useful tool to have a bow or one of the guns. It's fun to use though. It's really cool. Yeah. That's awesome, man.
That is cool. All right, dude. I'm starting to dig this even more.
Dude.
Even
So
more.
good. So you got some goodies. Plus there's lots of Chinese
We
down
got
there too,
some. We
man.
got some goodies. We're gonna kill this guy and then we're gonna check out some goodies.
Oh, I get it. But, I mean, that's the thing that's really cool. Like, you really could just walk past this entire center part here. You don't have to go this way to progress.
Sure.
But it's super cool that you can and get rewarded, right? Like, you killed a bunch of
Right.
big guys, you got a bow out of it, you got an axe, essentially, out of it.
Yep.
A bunch of, good shinies, charms, that kind of stuff, so...
Right. Which I've yet to
It's
figure out what
in-
all the charms and everything mean, but that'll happen as we go. That'll happen
So
as
they
we
do
go.
have an accessory set up, kind of like rings in Dark Souls, that'll give you like special boosts and attacks. So you can, equip those as you get them, which is kind of awesome.
Sure. So I don't see that I have a dual sword yet. Correct?
I don't think. Actually, go up. Let's go down one. No, that's just a regular katana. Yeah, nothing yet.
Okay. Alright. Got something new for the helmets. They all suck. What else? New pantalones. Oh, dude, we got some
Yeah.
shorts. Let's wear some
Way
shorts.
better shorts. Look at that. Woohoo.
Dude, it's all wrapped up like Christmas. Just look at that. Got the little bow in front. All right, accessories. So I've got accessories. I want to accessorize, Chad. Help me accessorize.
Yes, do it. So grab that boy and just
Yep.
equip it.
Okay.
So there'll be 2 accessory slots as well, and so
Okay.
you can see obviously the perks that will do and what it gains for you.
Okay.
And so you just equip
Versus
that bad
water,
boy,
wind,
and there you go.
lightning. Okay, so basically it's kind of like the magic rings in the Soul series.
Yeah, yep.
The
I'm assuming
defensive
there's a bunch
rings,
more
I should
stuff
say.
that you can get it so far. That's all the stuff that I found.
Yeah. Okay. So I don't know what all these do. I really didn't feel like going through and reading them all. Is there any others in here that you can see that do health?
No, essentially it's just going to be your elixirs, your main health.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not actually. I don't remember what the small stones do.
Use it to receive 100 Amrita.
Okay, so it's like consuming a soul.
Okay.
So
Very
in
cool.
Dark Souls, so it gives you money.
Okay. Amrita memories, learn skills. We're gonna hold off on that momentarily. All right. So
Yeah.
we've got
Little
a
progression
lot
for
of
ya.
branches, or a lot of paths branching off.
Mm-hmm.
So this is where we got the bow. We have not been up here. Could either be a path to where we need to go, or look at that checkpoint. Checkpoint.
Yeah.
Little
Super cool.
buddies.
So
Very
now
cool.
this becomes like essentially like your next bonfire, right?
Right.
So if you ever die again, this will be the shrine that you spawn at,
Okay. Very good.
which is
So-
very cool. So you're making progression, bruh.
So here's a question: am I correct in assuming that since I found this next shrine, aka bonfire, that is probably the direction I need to go?
Yes.
Essentially.
And no. So yeah, it is. It is.
Mhm.
It's actually the easier way to go.
Okay.
There's another way you can go that'll bring you to the same point,
Mm-hmm.
but it's extremely difficult.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying, we
So-
haven't been to that little village yet, and I don't know if I've fully explored this area, so...
Oh, I say go do it, man. You got your checkpoint now, and I feel
Yeah.
you got a little more, voted confidence because now you can spawn
Yeah.
here and not.
And just...
Yeah. So now,
these
as you can
guys.
see, all the enemies have respawned because
Yeah.
you hit the little play shrine.
Yep. There we go.
So cool. Oh, dude, you should totally try and do one of the critical attacks. It's actually really awesome.
Okay.
So you wanna, hit him until that meter turns red and hit triangle on him.
Alright, so I'm hitting triangle and circle.
Oh yeah, you could do that too.
Oh,
Yeah, go now, attack. Yeah, you just do like massive damage.
Oh
I keep
my
running before that dies on you.
that's amazing.
Super cool stuff. Yeah, it's super awesome. So essentially, it looks a lot like the flame one, honestly, just red, and the axe looks a little more rigid, but it's essentially the same thing.
Sure. Okay.
That's really cool.
So we could essentially just bypass those two guys over there. We've been over there.
Yep. Oh yeah, and then the next enemy that you go and kill, like swing at him until his like stamina breaks, and then the little icon turns red, and then press triangle on him, like pretty close on him. It's really cool,
Okay, I will try to remember
and it's
that.
kind of like the critical attacks of the game. It's pretty awesome. Look at that guy. You need to go critical that guy.
Okay, so hit him till his stamina's gone.
Yeah, you see that like?
Except that he died too quickly.
Wow, two Ds, man. There you go. No triangle.
Alright, I hit triangle when he was down.
You gotta be like kind of up on him, so like you have
Okay.
to like be pretty close to him.
Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Alright. What's around the corners?
There you go. This one will be a good one for you.
Oh. Come on, Stams.
Help, baby, help! Get him.
Did I do it?
Yeah,
I
so I've
didn't.
seen there's two versions of it. There's one where you like kind of does like the quick meal stand, but there's then one that you can do that actually like flips the enemy on his back and then like does a big slam on his head. It's super cool.
Oh, cool.
And that's at least for the axe. I know there's different ones for different weapons, but
Okay. I'm still waiting for my my dual swords. Alright, so we got a couple new weapons. Oh, so getting some stronger stuff here. So break at 122, this is 134. We've got a parry. Look at that. So tell me about parrying, because you know how much I
Dude.
love to parry.
I actually haven't messed with parrying, so that would be kind of interesting to equip that and mess around with it a little bit. That was actually one thing I was really interested in, just because the weapon that I have doesn't have the parry function on it.
Okay.
So it'd be kind of interesting to see how that works.
How do you parry?
This is a very good question, my friend. One that I'll have to look into. I'm not sure.
Okay. Alright, so I feel completely lost, so yes. Good job making this kind of a Souls-ish game, guys.
Right.
Ooh, we've got a drop down. We've got a drop down. Look at that. Exploring is good, kids.
I absolutely love it. It's such a good game, man.
Oop. Oh. Alright, still getting used to the arrow or the bow mechanics. Okay, so headshots do make a difference.
Yes, they do.
Let's try it on this guy. Oh my gosh.
I'm actually reading up on it a little bit. One person's saying it's a skill you can buy. I've also seen that it's a mid-stance. Will help with parry.
Really?
But that's just one source, so.
What's that?
Okay, but that's just one person's stance on it.
Right. Alright, so I hit triangle. Was that it? That wasn't it.
So this is saying parry's a battle stat.
A battle stat.
Yeah, so parry in this game affects how much ki is lost in blocking in an enemy's attack, so it looks like it's a little different than the Dark Souls version.
Interesting.
That was a parry.
I got
sad, but...
I got pretty excited when I heard
You
there
never
was...
know. It's, again, still beta. It's something they may change.
Sure.
Especially if they hear from their fan base it's something they want added in. But again,
Right.
it's not a Souls game. It's just, feels a lot like it.
Draw him out.
Nice job.
Go mid-guard here. Oh!
You little goody. Woo.
Ooh. Oh, I couldn't move. So I definitely felt a lot more comfortable with my high guard versus mid guard. Okay.
Fantastic. But now that you went that way, because that little town is the middle meeting point, so you can go this way now.
Let's do it. Let's do some new exploration, kids.